places. Whether that's back home for a year, whether that's to graduate school, whether that's to professional school, a new job, or even a corner to figure it out. Regardless, you're going to be somebody because you're a Bennett Bell. Almost done. My sisters, through learning to love you, I have learned to love myself. Sisters, as we go on to the next phases of life and our priorities begin to shift and you find yourself at the bottom of your list, please don't forget to prioritize you. Don't forget to pour into you and continue to remind yourself of who you are. When nights get weary and our vision gets lost, remind yourself of the very things you told yourself as you were pushing to get to this very day. Continue to understand your purpose and continue to push forward. Shatter glass ceilings, break down doors, and continue to make any effort you can to fulfill in you with what makes your heart sing. Sisters, you are a reflection of me, and I am a reflection of you. We are excellence personified. We are the answered prayers from our ancestors. We are black and brown women. We are untouchable and unstoppable. Sisters, we are Bennett Bells, and I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Benyon. We know that we will continue to hear great things from you. I want you to turn to page 8 in the program. I want to make some corrections to the summa cum laude area. Number 1, as you know, is Tyler Benyon. And just yesterday, we had to recalculate all GPAs. And number 2 now is Sabrina Simpson with a 3.86 GPA, followed by Carissa Edwards with a 3.81. Only a difference of 0.05. So let's give both of them a round of applause. And Brooke Kane remains the 4th in the summa cum laude category. Thank you. And now I ask that Chair Robinson come forth to present the Board of Trustees Teaching Excellence Award. Each year, the Board of Trustees honors a faculty member for their outstanding contributions in Bennett's classrooms. Chair Robinson.
Thank you, Dr. Dawkins. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is certainly my pleasure to present the award for teaching excellence. The award comes with a cash prize of $1,000. This year, the award goes to Dr. Willetta Gibson. Dr. Gibson, will you join me on the stage? Dr. Willetta Gibson is an associate professor of biology and project director of the Louis Stokes Alliance for Minority Participation at Bennett College. She received her BS degree in molecular biology from Winston-Salem State University and PhD in biomedical science from the Medical University of South Carolina. She also completed a postdoctoral fellowship at the Biomanufacturing Research Institute and Technology Enterprise, BRIGHT, at North Carolina Central University. Dr. Gibson has a deep passion for teaching, mentoring, and increasing the number of underrepresented minorities entering into STEM graduate programs. Dr. Gibson's research interests include breast cancer health disparities among women of color. I am proud to present this year's Teaching Excellence Award and check for $1,000 to Dr. Willetta Gibson. Join me in congratulating her.
We'll give you the check later. We do have the check, okay? It's somewhere. Congratulations, Dr. Wilson. Gibson. Gibson. Right. We are so very proud of you and grateful for the passion you bring to the classroom and your dedication to students. It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of our National Alumni Association, Ms. Gwendolyn Michael Rice, class of 1961, who will present the honor class of 1969. These extraordinary women have been Bennett Bells for over 50 years. I had the pleasure to hear their stories over dinner. They are truly a special group of sisters. I call them divas. They corrected me. They are the rebels, okay? Trustee Rice, please welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Dawkins. It is indeed my pleasure to be able to introduce my sisters for over 50 years. And I say for over 50 years because I've had more than 50 years as a graduate of Bennett. So I'm very proud to be able to do this. But first of all, the class of 2019, congratulations. You're following a long line of women who have excelled, and particularly this group, this class of 1969. In 50 years, that will be you sitting over there. So hang on in there and keep it with us. But this is a long line of accomplished women who have served this world in countless endeavors. As attorneys, as professors, as social workers, as doctors, as lawyers, as mothers, but above all, they have made a difference in the world. Right now, I'm going to call your names and ask that you stand when to be recognized. Annie Boyd Barrow, Jermaine Richards Branch, Wendeline Russell Bryson, Dorothy Brown Childs, Constance Jefferson Clark, Marva Besant Gerald, Peggy Taylor Hemphill, Joyce Clark Hilliard, Angeline Hall Johnson, Jacqueline Carter Lazelle Venable, Alima Abdul Rahman Lee Skinner, Betty Wilson Lewis Lou Wright, Fannie Perry Louise, Brenda Nicholson Morgan, Elsie Daniels Perry, Shirley McAllister Pettus, Jacqueline Jones Powell, Veronica Bell Reddick, Doris Sherrod Scott, Barbara Glaze Smith, Gwendolyn O'Neill Sneed, Marion Yates Thompson, Colleen Williams Turner, Bonnie Duffins Warren, Thelma Spurgeon Williams, Nellie Dixon, Monteith Jones, I apologize, Margie Reed Parker, Peggy Richmond, M. Levon Thompson, June Tunstall, and Beverly Walker. I don't think she's here today, but she was not able to be here. And thank you so very much. You may be seated.
At this time, I would like to acknowledge 4 extraordinary servant leaders of Bennett College. Today, I am giving the President's Award to Trustee Kimberly Ripburger. Kimberly, please join me at the podium. and Trustee Robinson. Trustee Ripburger joined the Bennett College Board of Trustees in 2017, and she immediately got to work. As they say, she jumped in with both feet. We are thankful that she shared her expertise with us, particularly her 14 years of public accounting experience. Ripburger is a partner at Bernard Robinson and Company. She is receiving the President's Award because of her extraordinary contributions to the Bennett College Board Finance Committee, the Morgan Stanley Project, the Stand with Bennett campaign, and accreditation. Kim, we cannot thank you enough for all of your work and the hundreds of hours you invested in Bennett. I want you to know it was Chair Robinson that made this recommendation, so I'm going to pause and let Chair Robinson say some words as well.
Very briefly, I want to say that Kimberly Ripburger comes from Bernard Robinson and Company, which is a major CPA firm in North Carolina, and is a senior partner and has given countless hours out of her firm, almost a full-time employee unpaid, to assist us with the finances here and the whole SACS accreditation process. So we are deeply indebted to Kimberly.
And the award reads, presented to Kimberly V. Ripburger in recognition of your extraordinary hard work and dedication to Bennett College, May 4th, 2019. Next, it's my honor and pleasure to recognize 3 longtime trustees with the President's Distinguished Service Award. Each of you know these women. They served on our Board of Trustees for 10 years. That's a long time. That's a long time commitment. First, Trustee Andrea Harris, please join me at the podium. And she does not like to be publicly recognized, but we're doing it. Trustee Harris graduated from Bennett in 1970. Since then, she founded the North Carolina Institute of Minority Economic Development, a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting minority and women businesses. And she's currently a senior fellow at Self-Help. Trustee Harris knows a lot of folks. I think she almost knows everybody in North Carolina. She has chaired the board's governance committee and most recently organized the Bennett College Re-Engineering Committee. Trustee Harris, for 10 years of service, we thank you. Okay. And we are presenting this award, and it says, in grateful appreciation for your 10 years of loyalty and dedication to Bennett College, today, May 4th, 2019. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Another brief comment. I want you to know that Trustee Harris was the mind behind our whole capital loan process that led to Dr. Dawkins being able to go to Washington and get the refinancing that made such a substantial difference at Bennett College. That along with other projects.
The final 2 trustees I'm honored with Distinguished Service Award, Carolyn Johnson and Susie Johnson, could not be with us today, but they are listed in your program. Carolyn Johnson has chaired the board's Institutional Advancement Committee and Susan Johnson has served as the board secretary, as well as the representative from the United Methodist Women. Please join me in thanking them for sharing their time and expertise with us. We will now hear another wonderful selection from our choir. Please join me again in appreciating the wonderful music provided by Bennett College Choir under the direction of Miss Dorothea Taylor. Thank you. And now, it is indeed my honor to introduce to you our commencement speaker, a woman who is a force of nature. Kwanza Jones does it all. She's a CEO, a philanthropist, an entertainer, an investor, a lawyer, a singer or songwriter, a musician, a fitness guru, a motivational speaker, an artist, and a video producer. You have to look at some of her videos. She is the founder and CEO of a lifestyle brand called Supercharge. And Kwanza, you have to be supercharged to do all that you do. Wow. Kwanza's Bennett roots run deep. Her mother, Dorothy Wilkerson Jones, is a 1965 Bennett alumna, and her aunt, Brenda Wilkerson Hoover, is a 1963 graduate. Mom Dot and Aunt Brenda, please stand and be recognized. Welcome home, Bennett Bells. Kwanza Jones grew up in Los Angeles and Washington, D.C. Kwanza Jones holds a Bachelor of Arts in Public and International Affairs from Princeton University, a Juris Doctor from the Cardozo School of Law of Yeshiva University, and a Master of Dispute Resolution from the Pepperdine University School of Law. Kwanza surprised us all in February when she and her husband, Jose Feliciano, Jose, please stand, when the two of them donated $1 million to our Stand With Bennett campaign. She took our breath away when she gave us that money. I will never forget that day. Kwanza loves to give back, and she's particularly committed to women's education and mentoring. Her positivity and empowering spirit is contagious. We are so grateful to her. Please join me in giving a rousing Bennett College welcome to the one and only Miss Kwanza Jones.
All right, how is everyone today? You sure? Because look, it's hot under this robe, and I know it's hot out there, and we're not going to make this super long because we want to get you out of this heat. But I do, at first, just want to start by saying, and hearing myself even more and more and more, is this still morning time, or have we moved into afternoon? What is this? Okay, well, good morning, everyone. All right. Well, you know, what we always have to do is give thanks. That's what we always must do. So let me tell you first, what I want to say is thank you to all of you for having me here. I want to thank President Dawkins. I want to thank the Board of Trustees. I want to thank your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your friends, your cousin, all of you. And most importantly, I want to thank you graduating Bennett Bells, class of 2019. Now, me standing here, I could have taken many paths to get here. There were lots of choices. But I'll tell you one thing, and it's one thing that I know you ladies know very well. I got here by not taking any shortcuts. Because as Bennett Bells, what do we know? Let the people hear you say it again, ladies. There are no shortcuts in life. That's it. That's it. We didn't even walk on the grass coming over here. That's for some of you all may have, but these Bennett Bells didn't. We didn't. So please understand that there are no shortcuts. And I am so honored and so grateful and so appreciative of being here And I just want to spend a moment so you all can understand what it means to be grateful. Like, what it means to be grateful is for you, Bennett Bells, class of 2019, just stand up. You know, come on, come on. Now I need you to turn around and face your audience, face your family, face your friends, face your loved ones, face all of them with a heart of gratitude. And I want you to say as loudly as you can, thank you. And you say, I love you. And you say, I am here because of you. All right, and then you all give them a round of applause, because it is because of them that you are here. And so now, ladies, you can take your seats. Because gratitude is a two-way street. And that's what we know. Which means I need all the friends, all the families, all the neighbors, all the cousins, all the little kids, all the big kids, everyone who is able to stand up. And I want you all to face these bells. So bells, just turn your head around just so they can see those beautiful faces. And I want you to say thank you. Because you represent me. Because you are there for me. You are the promise of what can be. And say, I love you. All right, now, everybody can stand and stand and stand and stand. And let's just say thank you. Thank you. Because we know without the Creator, none of us would be here. And that, my friends, my family, is gratitude. So we can all take a seat now. So I just want to say, in gratitude, thank you to my family who has traveled from all over, from Los Angeles, from Washington, D.C., from North Carolina, from South Carolina. They are really, and more, Maryland, D.C., they're all in that section. And to me, that's gratitude. I had my uncle who yesterday said, you know, I'm just so proud of you. You know, you all are giants. And I said, no, Uncle Stewart, that's you all. It is because of every single one of my family members that I am here and was able to do what I was able to do for all of you. Because they are the giants. They are the ancestors. They are family. And here's what I'm trying to tell you. We are family too. So that is why when the call came, I heeded the call. Because we are family too. So I'm honored. I'm excited. We're family. I'm going to tell you what my mom said. Mommy said, okay, you don't want them to be happy twice. Happy to see you and happy to see you leave. So keep it brief. Yes, Mother dear, I love you. So I shall keep it brief, but there still are a few things that I just need to cover. And that is family shows up, family supports, we are family, family is honest with each other, family rejoices, and that's what you all did in gratitude. And families, especially sisters. Sisters, whether you have a sister or we are sisters because of Bennett. Sisters are honest with each other. Now let's be real about what sisters can do. Sisters can get on your nerves, but you love them anyway. Hey, I love you too. Sisters will always make sure the lipstick on your teeth, that's not gonna happen. The hair that's out of place, that's not gonna happen. They have your back, especially Bennett Bell sisters. Because sisters keep it real with you. So, I'm gonna keep it real with you because we're all family here. And I'm going to be very honest. And this is something I'm going to share, and I was reluctant about sharing it, but it really plays into one of the reasons why I am here today. And Danny knows a little bit about it. Danny, you're this side. Where are you, Danny? Just a little bit. And my family just recently learned a little bit about this, maybe a month or so ago. And this is all what I will say is a story of survival. And I'm going to try to hold it together. If not, I know somebody has some tissue in case I need it. Thank you. You know, I don't know how you all grew up. When I grew up, Mommy and Daddy made us walk to school. One of the schools was close, one of the schools was not close. So walking home from school one day, and I was in junior high school, had my backpack, thank you, had my backpack, and you know, I was always studious. I ran track, I was involved in all sorts of activities, sort of the same thing that I did in school has followed me throughout my career. And what's the thing your parents always tell you to do from when you're really, really, really young? There. Say it again. Right. Don't talk to strangers. And don't yell unless they are a stranger, because then maybe you need to. And we've got to be aware of strangers that can appear not to be strangers. So that's why it's so important to be grateful and to know your family and to know who's close. So I'm walking home from school. I have my backpack, doing my thing. I walked down the street, literally on my block. And someone pulled up their car, had their windows rolled down, and was saying something. And what did I do? I didn't think it was a stranger. I'm like, oh, they just have a question. So I go up to the car just to hear what they were saying. And I didn't go close to the car because my parents had said, don't talk to strangers. But I went close enough that I was pulled in through the window of that car. And they started driving away. And in that moment, I knew that no one was going to save me. No one was. And that sometimes you have to save yourself. And that, sisters, is what is so important to know. And it's the reason why when I heard what was happening with Bennett and when Mom asked, and when I sent the message and talked to Danny, I said, I have to do this because sometimes we, look around you, we have to save ourselves. There is a crisis that is going on right now. Like, we shouldn't be here. Think about it. Bennett, some of the other HBCUs, they shouldn't exist. We shouldn't be here to tell a story and congratulate each other and rejoice and know that we are enough, like Taylor was saying, that we are worthy and we are here. We shouldn't be here. And oftentimes we forget that not everyone is for us. Not everyone is. So when you know those that are, you draw them close. You keep them close. You keep them in your thoughts. You keep them in their prayers. You keep your loving arms around them. You protect each other. You survive together. And that, to me, was one of the main reasons why I said yes and continue to say yes to Bennett. So, Bennett's survival story is real. You all are here. You're graduating. Like, you need to let the world know that. Because when Taylor said, we're small, but we're mighty, the fact is, you may not realize just how mighty you are. Let me tell you how mighty this women's college in this small town is. So mighty that all around the world people are hearing about you. You all took the need of being heard. You took a moment in time and turned it into a movement that garnered far more than you were even trying to achieve. And that's what happens when together we work. And that's what happens when we draw each other together. So I live in Los Angeles. And I have to tell you, part of your story of survival is I'm seeing news articles all over, as I'm sure some of you all did too. And it wasn't just the alumna that bounded together. It wasn't just our outside friends and partners and all of those who helped us from other schools, from people who gave 5 cents, $1, $20 and more. It was all of us, and most importantly, it was you all. Because think, if you weren't here to be able to graduate on this day to show what is possible, then how are we going to get more people coming in? If you weren't here to say, yes, we are here, and guess what? We are still accredited. And I think that's so important for you all to understand and to spread that word, because you know that thing I was talking about, strangers? Not everyone has your best interest at heart. You've got to spread it. We are here. We are going nowhere. We're accredited, and guess what? We have our plan A's and we have our plan B's. So we're going to keep working our plan A, but always have that plan B, that plan Bell. That's what we do. So when I read this article in LA Times last week, I think it came out last week, and I saw some words in there where Chaplain Natalie McLean said, you know, she's been here, 17 years for the college? 17 years. And I don't know if any of you all saw the article, but at some point you should see it, and you should read it, and you should make sure people know Bennett is still here. So yes, come on, our doors are open. That's it. When you're making your college choices and decisions, we are here. We are here. And we're going to have not one, but we may even have 2 accreditations. All right. So, Chaplain McLean said, and I want to read it to get it right. She said, we are fragile, yet fertile. And when I read those words, I said, ooh, this sister, she got it. Because fragile means we know and can admit when we need help. That's why that campaign that happened, not in the way that people expected it to. Who expected it to really reach the levels that it did reach? It was because we were fragile and vulnerable enough to open our mouths and say when we needed help. And we were fertile to be able to bring forth and make it happen, to be able to produce you all and the future bells. And I added one other thing. And I remember I put it on a tweet. I said I would add one other F word. A good one. Come on. Keep it clean, everyone. We are formidable. So who knows what formidable means? Some of you do. By the time I finish, all of you will. Formidable means inspiring fear or respect through being impressively large, powerful, intense, or capable. Now, bells, look at each other. I am here to tell you, you all are capable, you all are intense. I mean, wow. You got to hold these Board of Trustees members, you got the California chapters, you got your DC chapters, your chapters all over. Like, really, you all don't know the network, which is your net worth. You don't know the power that you have to be able to lean on this formidable force of Bennett bells. And let me just break it down and say, ladies, as our beautiful brown and black women of color, we know a thing or two about being a formidable force. We also know a thing or 2 or 3 about being feared for unnecessary reasons. But I like to say they fear us because they want to be us. to say they fear us because they know the power of us. Some people call that black girl magic. Some people call that black and brown excellence. And the thing with HBCUs is they are historically black colleges, but we are not exclusionary. We are accepting. That is at core what we are. That in part makes us formidable. That is what we do. So, as I start to wrap this up for you, let me just say, Bennett Bells, ladies, sisters, you have things on your head. These are not hats. These are crowns. You have hair on your head. It is a crown. When I look out here, and when I saw the choir last night, and up here, and all out here, I see curls, I see kinks, I see coils, I see straight, I see browns, I see oranges, I see purples, I see blues. Oh, I saw one blue, and I was like, wow, amazing. I see turquoise. I see crowns. And you all should see crowns too. Because what happens is, when you are a queen and you wear a crown, what do? You stand up straight. You lift that head up. You know that crown is there always. And when you are Queen Belle, you know, somebody may think Queen Bee is somebody else, but I'm here to tell you, Queen Bees are the Queen Bells. That's what I'm here to tell you. Queen Bells who are bosses. Queen Bells who are beautiful. Queen Bells who boost and are brave and are continuously becoming. Queen Bees who are bells, who wear their crowns, who make moves like Tyler even said. What'd she say? I'm gonna tell you what she said, because I took notes. Because I was here to learn, which is what we do as queens. She said every move she made, because she had some moves she wanted to make, it was strategic and purposeful. So please understand, when I say you are queens, queen bees, queen bells, you all do queen moves only. That's what you do. You make a move, and it is the move that a queen makes and only makes. You fix each other's crown. You sisters, all of you sisters, because you do not let each other down. You get counsel from each other when you need it. That's a queen move that you make. And you know that people are investing in you from all over. I've got a little gift for each and every one of you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Because queens take care of other queens. That's what we do. Anyone who heard me in February heard me say, queens lift other queens. So as we are lifting other queens, my mom and dad used to give me something what they call don't go money. It was 4 of us in the family. And it was only $20, but we knew it was an investment in us and in our safety and in our security and the ability to know that at some point we could get out of trouble. We could at least get home. We could at least make a phone call. We could at least find safety if we need to. Well, you all are getting a little more than 20, but you're getting something as an investment in you. Well, and it is already here for you. You'll see. Just open it up by the time you all, just know I want, before you use any of that. Well, hey, thank you. Because I know what you're going to do. I know you're going to find a way to make sure you are not just using it frivolously. You know that it is investment in who? That's right. And you have to continuously serve others. Which means whether it is something that you are doing to help propel and push you to help serve others, whether it's for education, whether it's for starting a business, just know it's an investment in you. Because we care. Queens lift other queens. Look at your queens. Look at your other bells. Know that you need to call on each other. Know, you queen bees, you queen bells, you brave queens. Just stand up for me one more time before we wrap it up. I just want you to know that just because they may not see you or acknowledge your greatness does not mean that you stop being great. Okay? And just because the expectations that some may have, and you know a thing or two about expectations people have of you, low. That does not mean that your expectations of yourself should not be exceedingly great. You hold yourself to a higher standard. Queen bees, you queen bells. And I will finish it and say, you are strong, you hold up the world, and you wear your what? What do Bennett bells do? Your crowns and what? Okay, so you wear your pearls, and let me tell you the most important quality in valuing a pearl. Anyone want to know what it is? It is the luster. It is the shine. It is the glow. It is the radiance. It is the brilliance. That is the most important quality out of the 7 qualities that help determine the value and worth of pearls. Ladies, when you wear your pearls, don't ever let anyone diminish your shine. Ever. Queens, keep your heads up. Congratulations, queens. I am proud of you. We are proud of you. Your family's proud of you. Go out and commence to continue to be the queens who are creating change. Commence to be queens who are being communicative in all ways. Commence to be queens who are creating a world that is a world for all of us. A more just world. A world where we queens, we bells, we do what? We do what? We queen bells, even when our hats are falling off, guess what? We put it back on because queens do what? You queen bells, you do it well. Congratulations. Oh, okay. So now Dr. Dawkins told me that I need to tell you all how much the gift card is. So I am. And I'm going to take my hat off and do it just for a moment because now I need a queen to come help me turn my hat back on. So it's a $500 gift card. Yes. 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 And you're getting it in this beautiful, although you can't see here, but it's a Queen Moves Only bag. So that when you carry your bag, you queens, you know someone cares. We all care. Queens lift other queens. It's an investment in you. Just as we have invested, Jose, Feliciano, my family, all of us, just as we have invested in Bennett and will continue to, we know what it was that you all did and are going to continue to do. And you're going to do it, and you're spreading that all throughout. Make sure you continue to support, love, care. Queen Bells, do it well. Well, I'm thanking you because I know what you all are going to do, okay?
Let's give Kwanza Jones another round of applause. She is indeed supercharged, right, ladies? Yes. We now have a special presentation to make. Students from our Martin Dixon Intergeneration Center, our daycare center, please come forward. The preschool laboratory has a 5-star rating. Each year, they honor our guests with a gift. The gift being presented today is a token of our future. Our presenters are Miss Brielle Miller, daughter of Brooke Lawson and Jonathan Miller. Come on, kids, come on. Okay, once again, Miss Brielle Miller, daughter of Brooke Lawson and Jonathan Miller. Come on, Miss Miller, come on. And Master Alyetz Jarrett, son of Jorica and Dominique Jarrett. The artwork in the background of this painting.
He just told me I had purple hair. Yes. And you know what? And
The artwork in the background of this painting, Kwanza, can you hold it up? Okay. Was completed by the children of the Martin Dixon Intergenerational Center. Inspired by a poem by Dr. Maya Angelou, the title of this painting is Phenomenal Woman. It is designed to represent a Bennett desire to empower and uplift one another. Kwanza, we think of you as a phenomenal woman. Let's give her a round of applause. We now turn to the awarding of an honorary degree. This year, it is my pleasure to honor an outstanding individual. I ask Dr. Michelle Lester, Provost, and Dr. Gladys Robinson, Chair of the Board of Trustees, to join me. And that the candidate, Ms. Kwanza Jones, and her escort, Ms. Tennille Faust, please come forward.
Kwanza Jones, founder and CEO of Supercharge, a lifestyle brand and personal development platform that builds fitness, confidence, and community, and helps people continuously reach their goals and elevate their lives. Whereas Kwanza Jones is a philanthropist and co-founder of the Supercharge Initiative, which invests in the areas of education, entrepreneurship, equal opportunity, and empowerment. Whereas Kwanza Jones is an entertainer, a musician, singer, and artist who topped the Billboard music charts 9 times and has released 4 albums. Whereas Kwanza Jones and her husband, Jose Feliciano, generously donated $1 million to the Stand With Bennett campaign. Whereas Kwanza Jones holds a Bachelor of Arts in Public and International Affairs from Princeton University, a Juris Doctorate from the Condoza School of Law at Yeshiva University, and a Master's of Dispute Resolution from the Pepperdine University School of Law. For all these accomplishments and more, Bennett College gratefully bestows upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
The trustees of Bennett College have authorized the honorary doctorate degree of Doctor of Humane Letters to be awarded to Kwanza Jones.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining.
just say something really quickly? I always wanted to go to an HBCU. And now, I am so excited. I am just, thank you. Thank you.
You got it. Okay, you want to say anything else?
I think
Okay. So once again, let's give her a round of applause. Dr. Lester, please join me at the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us applaud the achievements of this wonderful class of 2019. The hooding ceremony represents the last bonding act for this class. The baccalaureate hood is an outward symbol of the completion of the bachelor's degree. The lining of the hood is royal blue and white, representing the colors of Bennett College. The outer trim of the hood represents the various disciplines of the degree. Will the seniors of Bennett College please prepare for the hooding ceremony?
We have now come to the moment that we have all been waiting for. The conferring of degrees to the class of 2019. Let me remind you of some housekeeping rules, okay? Please be respectful in your salutes to your graduates to ensure that the next graduate's name is heard. Only authorized press and college photographers are permitted near the stage to take photographs. Provost Linsel is joining me at the podium.
Madam President, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts and Science and Interdisciplinary Studies, and Bachelor of Social Work. Candidates, please rise. As a consequence of these candidates having completed all the requirements for their respective majors, I have the honor and pleasure to present each Bennett veil for the appropriate degrees.
By virtue, please, this is a very important ceremony. Please, by virtue of the authority vested in me, I confer upon you as appropriate and earn the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts and Sciences in Interdisciplinary Studies, and Bachelor of Social Work, and confer these degrees to you with all the rights and privileges thereto appertain. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated. Okay? Would the first row of graduates rise and come forward?
The Division of Arts and Sciences. Bachelor of Arts and Sciences in Interdisciplinary Studies, Africana Women's Studies, Ashley Bryant. Kiani Stevens. Bachelor of Arts and Sciences in Interdisciplinary Studies, Imani Atkins. Sierra Brown. Estella Perry. Micaiah Smith. Bachelor of Arts, Music, Sasha King. Bachelor of Arts, Theater, Simonica Foster Cook. Tiana Gladden. Bachelor of Science, Biology, Serene Baker. Tarshay Baxter. Hattie Beach. Tashani Castillo. Sean Quinette Davis. Keena Curtis. Alexandria Diggs. Lakia Hughes. Jashelle Park. Shaniqua Turner. Bachelor of Science Chemistry, Constance Staley. Bachelor of Science Computer Science, Carissa Edwards. Sydney Meeks. Bachelor of Arts, Political Science, Brianna Berry. Alexis Branch. Chloe Hill. Brooke Kane. Ophelia Murray. Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, Olivia Anthony. Ashley Dodd. Ayana Kilpatrick. Double major, Bachelor of Science, Biology, Bachelor of Arts and Science in Interdisciplinary Studies, Africana Women's Studies, Arabia Patterson. Double major, Bachelor of Science, Biology and Mathematics, Kalila Smith. The Division of Professional Studies, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, Kyla Bennett. Juanisha Gaston. Rochelle Gibbons. Ashanti Gray. Kathy Morrison. Christina Smith. Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education, Tiara Campbell. Sabrina Simpson. Bachelor of Arts, Journalism and Media Studies, Sophia Seabrooks. Brandy Govan. Victoria Rose. Tasia Sweezer. Mia Watson. Bachelor of Social Work, Ina Leon.
Aquia Nkrumah. Priyaja Wanzi. Kayela Denise Ross.
Graduates, please rise. Graduates, please move your tassel from the right to the left. You are now graduates of Bennett College. Trustee Rice. Trustee Rice, please come to the podium and briefly induct them into the National Alumni Association.
What page is that? Okay. Last night we held a candlelight ceremony at the baccalaureate service where we pinned graduating seniors, at least they pinned themselves, in preparation for today's induction into the National Alumni Association. Would the class of 2019 please stand? Well, you're standing now, thank you. Now I induct you into the National Alumni Association, and I close the ceremony as David Dallas Jones and Willoughby Player always close each ceremonial program at Bennett with this benediction. Beloved, now are we the sons of God, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And every man that hath this hope in him purifieth himself, even as he is pure. The Lord has been mindful of us. He will bless us. You may be seated. Now you are officially members of the Bennett College National Alumni Association. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now it's time for me to give you your charge. My dear Bennett Bells, in closing, I'll leave you with David Dallas Jones' lingering question. Young lady, what is your purpose? I hope that throughout your life, you continuously search for and live out your purpose. You experience the joy of sharing your unique gifts with the world, and that you find work that is both meaningful and fulfilling. As Dr. Kwanza Jones says, Dr. Jones, okay? Own your power, live your purpose. As you leave Bennett as graduates, you carry us all with you, the lessons, the relationships, the challenges, the joy, the discovery. I hope you remember that it takes courage to lead. It takes courage to lead. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "The time is always right to do what is right. But doing the right thing, young ladies, takes courage. The right thing is not always convenient. As you move forward into the next phase of your life, worry less about being popular and focus on leading with integrity. To lead and be true to yourself, you have to have courage. I believe in Bennett's beloved community. I invite you to come back to visit as often as you can, particularly during Alumni Weekend. I also ask you to tell other bright young women about the wonderful education you received at Bennett. Tell them about the sisterhood. Tell them about the outstanding faculty and staff. Encourage them to enroll in this awesome institution. Today you leave. You leave an esteemed legacy of dynamic powerhouse women. Honor this legacy in everything you do. Pay forward the love and support that Bennett College has bestowed upon you. So remember those words. Would you all please rise and join me in singing the alma mater? It will be followed by the benediction and the recessional. And while the choir is coming forward, they cut me off. Okay, so while the choir is coming forward, don't forget we have items in the bookstore that may be of interest to you.
Let us bow together in prayer. The inspiration for our benediction is based on the account of Ruth and Naomi and Orpah, women who were bound together in love. Bennett sisters, in this spirit, please receive this kiss and blessing as we send you out into the grace-lined paths God has prepared for you. May God remind you of the precious sisterhood that you have learned here. As a Bennett woman, always remember, you don't have to be loud to be heard, but you always have to use wisdom in using your voice responsibly. As you leave this campus and this season on your journey, walk in the answer that Dr. David Dallas Jones asked, young woman, what is your purpose? We challenge you to walk in the quiet, courageous strength and influence of Dr. Willoughby Player. These pioneers were foundational in shaping the Bennett way of life. We encourage you to walk in your personal dignity, born out of a sense of faith in God, confidence in your preparation, excitement for today, and hope for tomorrow. Remember, your character and your integrity should never be compromised. They are non-negotiable. And my sisters, whatever Bennett has done for you, whatever she has done in you, whatever she has done through you, and sometimes whatever she has done in spite of you, never let her spirit leave you. May the true Bennett way of life be your guiding light, and may you take Bennett with all of her beauty and imperfections wherever you go, because even in her imperfections, we continue to learn from one another and to share. And may sisters, Bennett sisters of all generations and those yet to come, be found as sisters in love, in service, in joy, and in sorrow. May God watch between us while we are away from one another. I love you all. Amen.